leadership. I have some C's of leadership for you. And the first C is creative. A great leader is somebody who is creative. Somebody who can think outside of the box. If we can't get something done by doing X, let's try Y or Z. Okay? Great leaders are rule breakers. Rule breakers. If you look in history, the best leaders ever have been rule breakers. Same thing in the military. Great military leaders are people who are strategy and who broke rules. And if you, here's the thing in human nature, you're going to want to be like somebody that is moving forward, that finds a way to do something, right? So if you always follow the rules every single time, you're not going to be able to get things done because we always have restrictions on us. So if we bend the rules or find another way of getting it done creatively, then you're going to get it done and people are going to want to be with you. So great leaders are really creative. I'm not saying throw all the rules out of the, out of the street. Not saying that, but be creative. Find another way to get things done. You don't have to do illegal things or anything like that, but find another way to get it done.
Guns and bombs.
Exactly. Yeah. Be creative. Bring your staff in coffee every other Friday morning or something in order to get them motivated on that Friday. I don't know. Think of something creative. Let's see. Communicate. Communicate is the next C. Communication is one of the most effective tools we have at our disposal, but is the one that we use the least. Okay? Great communication. Talk to everybody and talk to them often. One of the things we do in our company is every single morning, 8:45, we have a huddle, what we call a huddle. And it's a 10-15 minute conversation. We get together every morning and everybody goes over the priorities they have, and we talk about any information that needs to be passed through the company and any challenges that anybody has in the company. Whether they have a challenge with somebody playing music too loud or talking on the phone too loud or slamming it, or whatever it is. That's one thing we do every single day, other than Mondays when we have our staff. But we talk about it every day. So communicate effectively and communicate often. Everybody has to know what's going on. If you're not informed, you don't know what's going on, how can you possibly make effective decisions, right? You don't know. But then you get in trouble because you didn't make decisions because you didn't know what you were doing. So it all points back to the leader anyway. Inform your people, communicate. Do we agree? And the last C is crisis. And this is funny, I'll tell you a quick little story. Last night, I was preparing for the seminar like I typically do the night before. And my daughter, a 6-year-old daughter, she really helps me. And some of you have met my daughter. And we always go back and forth. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to test this theory. So I asked my daughter last night what her definition of a manager was. Then I asked her what the definition of a leader was. And do you know that she got it right? She said, a manager is somebody who is in charge and tells people what to do. I said, that's exactly right. So I said, well, what is a leader? Not expecting that she would give me the correct answer. She goes, got all excited, yeah, you know what a leader is? It's something like at school when we do the line leader and the person stands in front and leads everybody where to go. I said, that is amazing. How can a 6-year-old little girl figure out the difference between a manager and a leader, and us as adults can't figure it out, and we are in business every day? So it's just a cute little story that a manager is somebody who tells people what to do, whereas a leader is somebody who really takes somebody somewhere, right? So I thought it was very interesting. So then I really threw a curveball and I said, went over some of the words here. I said, what is a crisis? And she looked at me. I'm not sure what that is. It's something that you do? I said, it could be something that you do. And the reason I said it is because a crisis, I want everybody to create crises in your company. Why would I possibly want to do that? Does anybody know why you want to create a crisis?
To see if you can handle it.
Exactly. Because your best leaders are going to show up during a crisis. Your best leaders are going to show up during a crisis. So if you want to find out real quick who's a leader in your company or your organization, create a crisis.